Hello, my loves. Welcome to a new pick a card reading. Today, we're going to get you clarity on, are you on their mind? And if so, what are they thinking and feeling about you and this connection at this time? Then we'll take a look at, is there any action they wish to take towards you in this near future? And stay with me to the end because you'll be able to ask Spirit a question about this connection and you will get an answer. So if you're new to this channel, I am Dr. V. It's my absolute passion and purpose to be doing these readings for you. I just want to thank all of you who are here and for all of your love and support, all of the new subscribers, as well as to everyone who's already part of this family. You know how much I love and appreciate you. So today, as always, I have 3 groups for you and many ways for you to choose your group. So today's theme is pick a spirit guide. So you can pick from number 1, number 2, number 3, or you can pick them all and take the messages that resonate. Or we also assign zodiac signs to each group, and some people like to choose their zodiac as well as their person's zodiac and combine those readings as well. So just be gentle with yourself, take what resonates, leave the rest. But if you're at that place where you just need specific guidance and clarity on what's going on between you and your special person, then I recommend that you do the live reading experience with me. I love seeing you on video call, and I really believe that it is the most powerful type of reading that you can have because that one-on-one connection is so amazing. It's healing, it's transformational, and Spirit can answer all of your questions right there in real time. So that's one option. The other option is video recorded readings, which I also do. So if you go to livetarot.com/readings, you can see my entire menu right there. And if you're the kind of person who loves to pull oracle cards at home, I've created 2 decks, the Twin Flame Oracle, which is my love deck. I use this in every reading here on YouTube, and the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur, which is my business, money, and career deck. These are on Amazon FBA with free shipping at the cheapest price ever. And as I've said before, once this inventory is gone, I will no longer be offering them. And I'm very proud of the fact that we've sold more than 10,000. So I am really proud of that, and I know that some of you have wanted these decks, so this is the best time to get them. Okay, let's go ahead and take a deep breath and see which of these guides you feel most attracted to. So for group number 1, we have White Eagle Ancestor Spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Group number 2, Joan of Arc, Voice of Truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. Group number 3, Master Jesus, Forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. Okay, let's go ahead and assign zodiac signs to each group. Okay, so for group number 1, we have Aquarius, Capricorn, Aries, and Sagittarius. For group number 2, we have Leo, Pisces, Cancer, and Gemini. And for group number 3, we have Virgo, Scorpio, Libra, and Taurus. Okay, so go ahead and make your choice and we will get started with group number 1. My beautiful group number 1 that chose the white eagle, as well as Aquarius, Capricorn, Aries, and Sagittarius. Let's see. Are you on their mind? And if so, what are they thinking and feeling about you at this time? We're going to start with your oracle cards, and then we will do your tarot. And then we will be looking at what action, if any, do they wish to take in this immediate future towards you. And remember, you'll be able to answer... I am not speaking right today. You'll be able to ask Spirit any question that you have and get an answer at the end of this reading. Woman holding a coin. Lightning and power. Focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. Bitterness, resentment, anger, and hurtful words. Okay. So I feel... Are you on their mind? Yes, because there's a lot of very strong energy, okay? A lot of strong energy. We have love. We have power. We have money. We have bitterness and anger and hurtful words. So I feel like, yes, this person is thinking about you very much. And there seems to be a bit of this mirror energy where this person is looking at themselves in a different perspective, in a different way. There's something about you and their feelings for you, their love for you, their connection with you that is breaking open something in their life. You know, sometimes we have built up within ourselves such a strong kind of state of being that is heavily enforced. You know, we've built up walls. We keep our hearts safeguarded, almost like a penitentiary, like a prison. It may not feel like a prison, but it's become our own mental and emotional prison. It's like guarded heavily, you know, by guards. And those guards are guards that keep someone from opening up to true intimacy and vulnerability. And I feel like this person right now is struggling with the fact that you are the only person and their feelings for you are so powerful that they are threatening the sanctuary of that prison, you know, the prison that they have created. Their love for you, your effect on them is making that prison wall come down, and it's making this person feel very unsafe, not because of you, but because of their own feelings. And see, I feel like this person has dealt with certain things in their life that has brought a lot of bitterness to them. They carry resentment and anger, not towards you, but from past experiences. Whether it is a difficult childhood, whether it's past relationships, whether it's a bitter breakup or a bitter divorce, there's something here that this person has carried with them, and it has been extremely damaging to the point where they have decided that they are going to focus on power. It's almost like this sense of like, you know, I've let my heart be destroyed by other people. Whenever I opened up and whenever I trusted someone with my heart, they destroyed it. So now, you know what? I'm not going to let anybody. I'm going to be the powerful person. So there is definitely an ego protection here. This person lets their ego protect them and give them a false sense of power. because they are too afraid of vulnerability and they carry a sense of bitterness from their past. And I feel like the other wall that they put up, or the other way in which they protect their heart, may be through money or career. Like they put all of their attention into something they can control, and they feel like making money or their business or their career is something that they have more control over, and it makes them feel less emotional. So this person might be somebody who tries to cover up their feelings for you, or tries to not go in too deep on being vulnerable, opening up, showing their true self by hiding behind some sort of work identity or, professional identity. And that's where they're kind of like gaining power. That's where they feel like they have control. Okay? Why? Because this bitterness and resentment that they've been carrying within them has not been fully healed. So you might be in a situation with this person where you can see all of this. It's not making you very comfortable, but you know that there's a good person underneath this, right? And that's why we're getting this focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. And this is an issue where you have this sense of they so much want to focus on love. They want to see the goodness in everyone, but they really struggle, okay? But they see it in you. They see so much goodness in you, group one, that it makes them feel like maybe they could trust in love again. But that also is a scary feeling for them, okay? They are looking for the good attributes in you. They see the goodness in you. They're not sure if they can trust that, not because of you, but because of their past experiences. So this person is definitely slow to trust, slow to open up. They so want to focus on loving you or focus on the love that is growing between the two of you, but they're also very much about controlling the vulnerability, protecting their heart, not wanting to open up and be vulnerable again. Okay, let's go deeper. What else is this person thinking and feeling about you, group one? Death. Four of coins or pentacles. The Chariot. The Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, and the Knight of Wands in reverse. Interesting. We have a lot of knights here. So yes, there's an energy, and the Chariot. So that tells us that your person very much wants forward movement. Forward movement, okay? But they're also afraid of something ending here, okay? They're really afraid that they're going to drive you away, or they have already driven you away, or they've pushed you too far. This person definitely has trust issues, and it's not your fault. It has nothing to do with you. They know that. They may even have told you that. They may have even said, like, I do have a lot of trust issues. It's really hard for me. I tend to hold on really tight. Four of Pentacles. I tend to be, a little bit selfish in my energy. Like they don't give their energy freely. They don't give openly their love and their time. Like they seem to hoard their energy because they're afraid of loss. See, I feel like there's a general energy in this person, and you again may have noticed this. And it's interesting because we're getting, look at this hoarding energy, people holding on to their money and their pentacles. So for some of you, you can take this literally. They might, this person might be cheap. They might hoard their money. But in terms of the actual relationship, I feel like this indicates that they need a sense of control, because their greatest fear is loss of pride, loss of ego, loss of self-respect, and maybe even loss of money, although that's not like the biggest priority, you know. When it comes to the relationship, they just seem to be a little bit selfish of their own energy. Like they're too afraid to give fully into the relationship. They're too afraid of giving their full energy because that bitterness is strong in them, you know? And so it's like they're grappling with competing energies within them, you know, because this Four of Coins is it's very stagnant energy. This is a very possessive, but I'm not moving forward. I'm stuck in my ways. I'm going to protect myself. Very stagnant energy. And when it comes with Death and the Chariot, it's like a major spiritual lesson where Spirit is telling them, well, what do you want? Like, if you're not willing to move forward in your life, if you want to remain in that stagnant, selfish Four of Coins energy, then you're going to miss out. Death. You're going to miss out on real love if you don't do something about it. And that's what this person is thinking about. That's what they're considering. Like, okay, what if I miss out? And because for some of you, you may have walked away from this person, or you may have told them, well, I can't deal with your lack of generosity when it comes to yourself. It's not that, you know, some of them might not be generous with money, but I feel like that's not as big of a deal as they're not generous with their time, their love, like in giving of themselves. So that's why they're coming through with this Knight of Coins, which is a very slow moving knight, and the Knight of Wands in reverse, which is also like a fast moving knight that is slowing themselves down. So there's a lot of passion that this person does feel for you, because we're getting the Knight of Wands, but they're resisting that passion because they feel like when they feel that level of passion, they tend to go out of control, and then they end up, you know, giving away too much of themselves and then losing themselves. Okay. So this person right now is grappling with not wanting to lose control, not wanting to lose themselves, not wanting to allow themselves to truly feel the extent and depth of the love that they do feel for you. So is there any action this person wishes to take towards group 1 in the immediate future? Just in this immediate future. There you have it. See, Spirit is underlining this. This person has a sense of control. Okay. They have a problem with wanting to control. Spring. Well, that's good. Blessings. Romance. Okay. So we have only one challenging energy here, but the rest of these are incredibly positive. So I feel like, yes, this person right now is aware that they seek to control themselves too much, and that's not going to help. That's only going to lose you or push you away. But what they truly want is to open themselves up to romance. What they truly want is for this relationship to bloom and grow. And I like that because the central energy is the Chariot. So what they truly want underneath all of these fears is to move forward with you and to experience true romance, you know, to bring those walls down, to like let go of the prison that they've built around their heart, and to really let things grow and flow into romance. Because why? They truly think and believe that you are a beautiful blessing in their life. Okay, you are a true blessing. And I think that love, that sense of goodness, that sense of positivity that they feel towards you is slowly overriding these fears. It's slowly rewriting the resentment and the bitterness that they feel from their own past. So this is actually quite positive. I love this. There's a transition that this person is going through. They're cleansing themselves of the old patterns. Why? Because they see the goodness in you and in this connection. So go ahead and think about your question about this connection. And here is your answer. Within the next few months. So take that as it resonates for you and your situation. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading. All of the links are in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe and give this video a like. It really helps me and supports the channel, and it's absolutely free to you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one. Beautiful group 2 that chose Joan of Arc, as well as Leo, Pisces, Cancer, and Gemini. Let's see. Are you on their mind? And if so, what are they thinking and feeling about you at this time? We're going to start with your oracle cards, and then we'll do your tarot, and then we will look at, is there any action they wish to take towards you in this immediate future? And stay with me till the end, because you'll also be able to ask Spirit any question you have about this connection and get an answer. Caring connections. Winter solstice reflection. You are limitless. Recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do. Bluff. Pretending, mask, and exaggeration. Interesting. So yes, this person is thinking about you, and they feel very sad because they feel like they blew it with you. They feel like they made, at least for now, a really big mistake, almost like a catastrophic mistake in their mind, because you may have gone silent on this person, or you may be considering going silent on them at this time, like not because you want to punish them or reject them, but because you, group 2, I feel, are a deeply intuitive, spiritual person, and you know the power of silence. And silence not as punishing somebody, but silence from you as giving this person a chance to reflect on themselves, their choices, and their actions. So if you have been silent with this person or considering doing that, it is going to absolutely make this person reflect. It's making them look at themselves, look at their choices. It's making them deeply regret that they may have either sabotaged or done something to either end or pause something that was incredibly deep and caring between the two of you. I feel like right now this person, especially if you have gone silent, or if you've pressed the pause, or if you haven't been as communicative with this person, or maybe both of you have not been communicating, maybe it's an equal, pause. Right now this person is constantly thinking and reminiscing about the beautiful moments that you have shared. I feel like they feel incredibly loved by you. They feel that you are an incredibly special person who gave them a lot of love and understanding. They feel like you never judged them, you never looked down upon them, you were so caring and supportive of them, even when they made choices that didn't make sense to you, even when they took actions that seemed odd to you. You let them go down their path. You made them feel supported, even if they knew that something might fail or they might struggle at something. You did not judge them. You gave them unconditional love and support. And that is why this person is deeply affected by you and deeply thinking about you and going over all of the beautiful times that you spent together. Because again, I feel like this person may have done something that they feel like they deeply regret, or they blew it with you, and it might have had to do with a bluff. There's something here about a situation that has happened, whether it's a misunderstanding, whether it's this person getting scared or, you know, withdrawing or bluffing or exaggerating something in their life as an excuse to not be close or to distance themselves from you. I feel like this person, for some reason, something got triggered in them. Something got triggered in them, and they may have made an excuse to distance themselves from you, but it was a bluff. They were pretending, in the sense that there might have been some truth to something that they said, like they may have given you a reason why they can't be as available. They might have given you a reason why they need a break, or they may have given you a reason why they had to ask for some space or for some distance from you, but it was a mask. It was an exaggeration, okay? Whatever they said the excuse was, it's an exaggeration. They exaggerated something to make it seem like it was bigger than what it is, because they needed to step back or step away, and they didn't have the courage to tell you why. You know, to tell you that either they're afraid, or things are getting too heated, things are getting too close. They may have had like a knee-jerk trigger response, but there's something that they're bluffing about, something that they exaggerated. They may have told you that they have some problem. They may have told you that they have some challenge in their life that they need to deal with. And I'm not saying that that doesn't exist. It probably does. I don't think they're outright lying. But whatever it is, they did exaggerate how serious it is, because they used it as a way of creating a little bit of distance, because they were getting extremely uncomfortable with how close they were getting to you. Because I feel like this person recognizes the truth that you are somebody incredibly unique and special to them. You are not a normal person. You are limitless. You are not like the kind of people that they have been with in the past. There's something very unique, very special and powerful about you, group 2. And this person needs to kind of metabolize that. They need to digest that power. They haven't been with somebody at your level. Okay, so right now, if they have kind of bluffed and made excuses and really misbehaved, they are very embarrassed, they are very ashamed, and it is causing them to self-reflect. And that's a good thing. So if they're quiet, it's a good thing, because they are reflecting on why they messed this up, because they know that they messed it up. Okay, let's go deeper. What else are they thinking and feeling about group 2? The High Priestess. Three of Cups. Nine of Cups. The Empress. Death. Wow. Okay. Wow. So, very powerful energy here, because we have so many major arcana along with the rest of them being cups energy. So this is a highly emotional state of being that this person is in. They're in a highly emotional state about you. Okay, they are not okay. This person is not okay. Nine of Cups is the central energy. You make this person incredibly happy, group 2. You make this person incredibly happy. They don't want to lose you. They are so afraid that they mess something up to the extent that they might lose you completely. Like they're afraid that this could be over, especially if you have withdrawn from them or if you've gone silent. They don't know if it's permanent. In your mind, you might just be taking a break. There might be something that really bothered you about this person. You may not have liked their behavior. You might have found their behavior hurtful, right? You may have just withdrawn from this person. And for you, it might be temporary, but for them, they're afraid that this is going to be permanent, that they have blown this so badly that they can't repair it. Okay, this is their great fear. They're ruminating right now about this. Okay, they know. Look at how they revere you. They see you as both the high priestess as well as the empress. So in that sense, I feel like they are very aware of the fact that you see through them, that there's no point in them trying to bluff or exaggerate, right? Like they did it anyway. It was a really bad choice. It was a really bad decision. And now they're kicking themselves because they're thinking, wait a second, why did I do something so stupid when I know who you are? You are incredibly, and this is about you, right? They're thinking, I know who you, group 2, are. You are incredibly intuitive. You're incredibly intelligent. You saw through this BS right away. Like they're not even good at like hiding it. You know, like they're really kicking themselves because they're like, why did I ever do this? There's no way I was ever going to get away with it, because you are high priestess energy. You are so deep. You are so smart. And these are the qualities that they absolutely revere in you and why they fell in love with you in the first place. And now when things got tough, they didn't know what else to do, and they made a really bad choice. And what they did was they underestimated you. Look at this. They see you both as the high priestess and the empress. That is somebody who deeply respects, admires, loves, and reveres you. You're the person that they wanted to build, create something beautiful with. If you're at that stage in your life, you're the person they imagine having a family with. And now they feel like they may have ruined it permanently. That's their greatest fear. Okay? You made them so happy. And for some of you, this is not for everybody, but for some of you, this bluff, mask, exaggeration may be coming from some sort of a third-party situation that may have re-emerged into their life. Like for some of you, this person's ex may have come back into the picture. They didn't know what to do, right? Their ex contacted them. For others of you, there's other types of situations, but this, and it doesn't even have to be romantic. It can even be them having a really hard time with obligations to family or to other people or other situations, okay? And that might be what they lied about or what they exaggerated or what they bluffed about because they were too ashamed for you to know the truth. That there's something that they were obligated to or responsible for and couldn't and didn't feel comfortable, felt very exposed and small by telling you that. It made them feel like they're not good enough for you, like they are letting you down in some way. So in this immediate future, is there any action this person wishes to take towards you? Settling, transformation, loss, unawakened. Okay. So, see, I feel like yes, they absolutely want to take action towards you. They are incredibly afraid that this ending could be permanent. They don't want that. And again, I think they're kicking themselves for how unawakened they were, that they actually thought that you would fall for the bluff or that they could somehow fool you through their words, through their hiding something that they don't want you to know about choices they've made that are bad choices, right? They feel like they understand that they were trying to protect their ego, and in protecting their ego, they lost you. At least for now, they've lost you, okay? But I think part of the reason why they were bluffing or whatever it is that were hiding or protecting was associated with their sense of identity. You know, they may have something that they're attached to, like their identity is attached to, and they don't know how to let go of that. Whether it's a third party, whether it's a family expectation, whether it's obligations to other situations, you know, or family members, they were afraid of losing that part of their identity. But they knew that that part is not in alignment with who they are becoming now with you. With you, they're transforming. They're becoming a whole different person, a much more in-tuned, aligned, alive person. I feel like this person was leading more of like a dead kind of a life before they met you. They were leading a life of desperation and compromise, you know, like where they felt like they were just settling for the least that they were given. And you brought out that sense of aliveness in them where you made them feel like, I don't want to settle for what I have anymore. What I have is miserable and I've been settling for far too long. I want this transformation. But I feel like they may have pushed you away because that transformation felt really big and it required a lot of courage. So I feel like this person is in the process of that transformation. They're still pushing forward towards it because that 9 of Cups shows that you have made this person incredibly happy. You brought happiness back into this person's life and they don't want to lose that permanently. So go ahead and think about what question do you have? And your answer is yes. Yes. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You could also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading. They are at Amazon FBA with free shipping. All of the links are in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe and give this video a like. It really helps me, supports the channel, and it's absolutely free to you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 3 that chose Master Jesus, as well as Virgo, Scorpio, Libra, and Taurus. Let's see, are you on their mind? And if so, what are they thinking and feeling about you? We're going to start with your oracle cards. And then we will do your tarot. And then we'll look at, is there any action they wish to take towards you in this immediate future? And then we will end with you being able to ask Spirit a question about this connection and you will get an answer. Deceit. Ebb and flow. Love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person deserving all of the wonderful things that life has to offer. Confusion, uncertain, unclear, and unsure. Okay. So yes, you are on this person's mind, but I feel like they're feeling a lot of tension around this connection. Okay. There's a lot of sense of feeling, I'm getting the energy of feeling off balance. This person feels like they're out of balance right now. They're in a state of confusion around things that are problems of their own making. Okay. I'm getting an energy of overthinking. I'm sorry. I have a bit of a sore throat, so I'm drinking some water. But I feel like they have a sense of sometimes not being able to embrace the truth. And I don't mean that they are a liar. I feel like they deceive themselves because there's parts of themselves that they don't want to look at. I feel like they're more deceitful to themselves than they are to other people. But you may see this very clearly as they are lying to themselves. I feel like this person may have a certain narrative or a certain story that they are very attached to, but that story doesn't work in their life anymore. Okay, that's what I'm getting from Spirit. Take it as it resonates for your situation. Does your person have a particular story? Is it like a sob story? Or is it excuses for bad decisions they've made? Is it a story that keeps them stuck in a particular situation, whether it's a third party or any kind of, difficult situation that involves guilt or obligation with family, or even with geography, like keeping them stuck in a particular location, right? But they realize very clearly that all of that comes from self-deception. They are lying to themselves about certain things. But those lies that they're telling to themselves are keeping them in a state of internal confusion, uncertainty, with lack of clarity. And the way that that is coming out is towards you, because they are not telling the truth about certain choices that they are making. They're not able to be fully with you. You may feel that this person is always halfway there. They're half in, half out, half here, half there. They're always kind of in some state of flux or confusion where nothing seems to be what it really is. Everything is like up in the air. Everything just changes. Like, one day they're okay and they're stable, then the next day there's a crisis and something's wrong, and then they like disappear, or they, deflect, or they like put up a wall, or they try to distance because they're like, wait, something happened. Something happened, I have to deal with it. I need a little bit of space, or I need a little bit of distance, or like, they come up with ways to, not fully be with you or fully in your life because of their own confusion and their own self-deceit. And that is why it feels like everything about them is always an up and down. And you, group 3, may have become tired of this, okay? Your energy may now be depleted around this person, or because you're growing tired of their constant ups and downs, or you're growing tired of them never being fully steady and stable in their own life. And if they can't be fully steady and stable in life, then how can they be that with you and their connection with you? So this person knows, they feel the pain around that disconnect. They feel the pain of not wanting to lose you, but also knowing how you see them. They're very clear in their thoughts of you that you see them very clearly. Like any kind of excuses they're making, any kind of lies they're telling themselves, they know that you see through it. They know that you're not taken in by it. Okay, and that also makes them feel a little ashamed and embarrassed of themselves, because I feel like this person does many times get away with that story. Like other people believe them, other people buy into it, other people are sympathetic, other people try to be understanding, but they can't get that from you because you are too alive, you are too honest, you live your life in truth. And this person sometimes lives their life in lies. And again, not that they're lying to you, they're lying to themselves. And so that's why we're getting this love who you are, because they love who you are, because they see that you live in truth while they live in shadows. And they long for that truth. That's why they fell in love with you. Because you challenge them to finally be truthful to themselves. But they're simultaneously terrified of that, but they also love it. That's why they love you. Because they revere the fact that you don't do BS. You live in truth, even if the truth is ugly, even if the truth hurts, even if the truth is inconvenient. You would rather live in that truth, and that's what they want, but they're also afraid of actually becoming that way, because it would require them to make changes and not lie to themselves about stories that they are supporting in their lives that are keeping them stuck, confused, and not able to be with you fully. Let's go deeper. What else? What else are they thinking and feeling about group 3? Three of Cups. Interesting. We got that in group 2's reading as well. The Hangman. Eight of Swords. Seven of Swords. Oh my gosh. There's the Deceit card again. Second time. Judgment. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So I do feel, for some of you, not for everybody, that there is definitely a third-party situation, and that's why we're getting the Seven of Swords and the Deceit. Okay, so they may be navigating another situation where they have to be lying or not telling the truth in that other situation because they have fallen in love with you. But they're still, see, hanging between two worlds. Now, for some of you, this can also, it doesn't have to be like they are either married to somebody else, living with somebody else, or they have another partner. It doesn't have to be that. It could be for some, but for others of you, this can also just be being very divided between other obligations, you know, whether it's family obligations, whether they have, you know, kids from a different relationship and they have to, you know, they have certain obligations there. Maybe the ex is still around. Maybe the ex is still kind of, you know, that energy is still there. There may be an ex that's lurking around trying to like come back into their life, like regrets leaving them, that kind of a thing. There's something here, but take it as it resonates for your situation. And that is the energy that is causing the deceit. That is the energy that is causing the Seven of Swords. There's just a lot of not being honest about what they truly feel, what they truly want, and where they're truly going. And that is why you might see a lot of confusion in this person. You might see them feeling and looking very, very stuck. They do one thing, then they do another. They say one thing, then they do another. Like they're constantly kind of in this stuck energy of, I don't know what to do. I'd like to do this, but I can't do that. Like it's very frustrating. I can feel a sense of frustration around this because there seems to be no answer, you know? There seems to be no answer. And what's happening in this person's mind is because they feel so paralyzed, they don't know what to do. Eight of Swords, they just self-sabotage. And they might be sabotaging their relationship with you right now too. They might be trying to stay away from whatever they feel is going to make it worse. Okay, so they might either be staying away from you, they might be staying away from the other situation, they might be running away from everything right now. See, I feel like for many of you, this person has finally hit a wall. Okay, like there's pressure that's been building around this for a long time, but now they're getting to a point where it's like make or break. You have to make a decision. You cannot lie on both sides. You cannot deceive on both sides. You cannot try to play both sides, okay? And again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It's whatever is other situations in their life that are keeping them stuck and coming forward fully and committing to their connection with you. And they are the ones who are self-sabotaging. They are the ones who are holding themselves back from something real, something beautiful with you, even though they want it deeply. See, underneath all of this, in their thoughts and feelings, they deeply want a new life with you. Judgment. They deeply want a new beginning with you. But something in them is struggling against it, okay? They're not able to fully choose it. And it has nothing to do with you or their feelings for you. I feel like their feelings for you are incredibly strong. It's other things and themselves, their own fears, their own obligations to others that they can't let go of, their own identity. There's something here that blocks them so deeply that they have to constantly keep up the lie. There's a lie that this person is supporting. It's a lie around their life, a lie around what they want, a lie around what they need, a lie around what they feel responsible for, but it's a huge lie. And when they let go of that lie, finally, that's when the real judgment comes, the real new beginning, because that's what they truly want underneath all the lies. Okay, underneath all the drama, all the confusion, all the self-sabotage, underneath it all, what they truly want is a new life, a new beginning with you. But they are in this death struggle right now in wanting to have the power and the strength to choose that. Okay, so let's see in this immediate future, is there any action they wish to take? Divine Feminine, 5D, lessons. Wow. Okay, look at this. Okay, so we're not getting large, like some sort of large, obvious action in the next few days, okay? Because we are looking at action just within these next few days. We're looking at them learning their lessons right now, because again, these are big energies here, group 3. This is like big blocks that this person has to deal with. And so in these, even if they're not taking big actions towards you in the next few days, they are very, very aware that you are divine counterparts. Look at this, we're getting masculine and feminine, divine, and 5D, intuitive communication. You are connected at the soul level. So this is a soul bond, okay? You are connected very deeply at the soul level. Past life relationship, very strong. So even if you're not actively speaking, your souls are bonded. Your souls are actively working this out in the 5D as well, okay? Lessons are being learned. Major lessons are being learned through this silence, if there's silence right now. And that's good. Just let it sit for now, because it's going to lead to action. But right now, it's all just processing, right? The lessons are coming. The lessons are being learned. The wheels are turning. This is the energy of wheels turning. You guys are still deeply, deeply connected. The connection is not broken at all. In fact, it's getting more and more powerful as the wheels are turning. Okay, so let them turn. Let it go for now. The wheels are turning. This person is coming to terms with what needs to be done. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's a process between them and spirit, and it's coming, okay? It's coming. It's coming big. So go ahead and ask your question about this connection. And here's your answer, if you believe. Okay, so if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading. They are at Amazon FBA, free shipping. All of the links are in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe. Give this video a like. It really helps me and supports the channel. It's absolutely free to you. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all on the next one.